friends, it's Star Thrifter, and I wanted to talk to you today in regards to what to do when you don't have enough inventory to list. Whether you just, haven't been finding, enough inventory when you've been out thrifting, or maybe you couldn't go out thrifting. Some people do this just as a side job, and they already may have like a full-time job, and maybe they just don't have time to go out and find enough inventory. But I want to share this with you because this has been working for me. What I do is I'll either just randomly pick some items and, end the listing, and I'll completely create a brand new listing. I might reuse the photos, but a whole new listing on eBay and redo the whole thing, and, and then submit it. But this is the one I really wanted to talk about. Okay, I have like over like 2,000 items listed, and what I'll do is I get on the phone app and I'll go to the active listings and I'll scroll to try to go all the way to the bottom. And when you got that many, it takes a long time to scroll that far, but just keep scrolling till you get all the way to the bottom. Those are going to be some really old listings generally. And I will either make a list and write it down, write down all, the ones, maybe I do 10 or 20 or, whatever, a certain amount. And what I do is I don't end them generally on there. I might do a few of them, but I don't end a lot on the phone app because you have to give a reason that you're ending it. And usually you can click, error or something like that, a listing. But if you go to your desktop computer, you don't have to list a reason for how come you're ending it, because you don't want to have, you don't want to ever, do a whole bunch of like, out of stock or things like that. I mean, sometimes if you're out of stock, then, you'd have to choose that. But do you see what I mean? It just not a great idea. Anyhow, something I want to share about this. I did some of these, I don't know, either last week or a few days ago or whatever. And what I would do is I would write them down. Then I go to the desktop, and then I'll just go to my active listings, and then in the search bar, type it and then find it, end it there, and it'll go to your end file. A few of them weren't showing up. And I thought, well, maybe I wrote it down wrong or something like that, when I would try to search it on the computer. But then I had one that seems like, or one or two that seemed like it did it a couple times in a row when I did this whole process. And I went, wait a minute. That means there's some old listings all the way at the bottom that doesn't even show active on my active listings at all. I know sometimes, eBay will hide listings, and they do say that, they don't show them all at the same time. But I thought I'd always be able to still find them on the active listings, and they're not there. I had two of them today. And these, what I did, I'll just give you an example on these 5. These I actually are going to end and retype a brand new listing for. The other ones I just wrote down, went to the desktop, ended them, went to the end file, then I did the self similar, because that, refreshes it. But these are ones that I actually, are going to redo the whole listing, create a new one. These Athleta relay pants, pretty sure these are the ones I looked for more than once, pretty sure, on my active listings, and it's not even showing at all. But these are from, I've had them listed since 2021. I didn't write down the month on here. That's 3 years. No wonder. Didn't even know I still really actually, I knew I had some old inventory, but I wasn't really sure I had anything that just sounds really super old. And it is. You don't want to keep a lot of old listings. It really pulls your store down when you have a lot of old listings like that. This item was a pair of Torrid 18, really nice dark jeans. However, I find with Torrid jeans, they're a hard sell. Torrid, and you'll know if you watch my thrift haul videos, I have picked up a ton of Torrid stuff, but it doesn't move real fast because there's just a lot listed. The sell-through rate's not super great on it. I've been starting to get a little bit more selective on it. It's really hard though when you find it for like $1, And I've been lowering the price a little bit on it too. Maybe I should lower the price more on listings or sending out offers. These were listed since January 2024. They're not that old. This dress, this was another one that I couldn't, it seemed like I hadn't been able to find with the active listings, but it was still, I still have it. It was still showing on the phone app when I went all the way to the bottom under active listings. This is from I think it's October, I can't read my writing, of 2023. That's not like super old, almost a year, but not even showing. This next one is a pair of J. Crew skinny, but they're black velvet, and I thought maybe they would sell. They're January of 2024. That's not super old. This next one is a Land's End, and this is not a spectacular pickup, even though I think this is a plus size. Um, even with plus size, it doesn't sell really great. And this is from April 20 of 23. That means it's over a year old. But just to give you an example, and I wanted to share this because this actually has been working for me. Because I do the end and sell similar on, like, I'll go to the desktop and I'll see what's ending for the day. They'll show it if you scroll on your main page, you scroll down a little bit, it'll show you how many's ending. And I click on that and I go ahead and end them and I do the sell similar. But this other, I've been doing these old listings. Now, is this as great as listing brand new listings? Probably not. But I think it is a benefit because I'll tell you what, I've not been listing a ton lately and being as consistent because I didn't have the inventory and a couple of circumstances going on, or circumstance going on. But my sales have been kind of decent, really, especially for not having a lot of brand new listings. I have been doing some, but well, there's probably been a few days maybe where I didn't list any, but I've been taking like the end and redo them. I think that probably is your biggest benefit, where you end it, create the brand new listing, and either redo photos or use your old photos and put it up. I think that's even more refreshed, if that makes sense, than just doing the old ones and then sell similar there. But the end and sell similar still is a benefit. But I wanted to share this because I really think that it works. And another reason I wanted to share it is because scrolling all the way to the bottom on the active listings, there's listings there that weren't even showing. Now, the only thing I have a concern with this, and I've thought about this before, if some of these are ones that eBay hides or is not showing, and they don't even, they're not showing on my active listing, even on the desktop, will they reappear later? Will eBay start showing them later on that old listing if you can't even find them to end them? Now, I found them because I scrolled on the phone app, wrote down, I ended it from the phone app right there because I wasn't finding it when I was using the desktop computer. But sometimes, I don't do it that way. I'll just, look for some old inventory, even when I'm pulling inventory to get rid of. Sometimes I just don't find it at all. Well, is it still there on the bottom? Maybe I need to start, I didn't think about that. I should go to the active listings next time and type in the top on the phone app and see if it comes up on that, like that, the example of maybe that athletic dress. You know what I mean? Or, something that's not showing when it's on the desktop computer for active. But I just wanted to share that. Hopefully it's a benefit for you. If you'd like, you can subscribe. And if you could push the thumbs up button, I greatly appreciate that too. Many prosperous sales to you. Have a great day. Thank you.